Bros, how are ya? Welcome to another video. This is the no hype review of the Meze 99 Classics. So another video from Meze guys, after the 99 Neo. If you haven't watched the Neo review, I strongly suggest doing so, as the classics are very similar. So let's check them out together, starting with what's in the box. In typical Meze fashion, you get most of the accessories that you probably ever need. A hard shell carrying case, an airplane adapter, a 3.5 to 6.3mm adapter, and two braided cables. A long one for home use, and a second shorter one with a mic and mobile controls for outdoor use. All these come in a second smaller pouch. What you don't get is active features like active noise cancelling or Bluetooth function, but that's a totally different market. Speaking about features, as you saw, the cables bear indications on the connectors R and L for right and left channel respectively. So it's the cable that determines which cap will be the right one and which will be the left one. As far as amping is concerned, the classics are super easy to drive. Plug them to your freaking phone, they play nice and loud, no problem. No need for headphone amplifiers, and thus no need for you to put the hand more deeply in the pocket. In general, the headset comes well endowed for your daily needs, in or outside your house. If it had a little smaller footprint, it is a little bulky, or if it could fall flat, it would have been superb. Did I just say superb? Hear what's superb. It's the build. Well, at least for the price. What you've got here is wood, leather and screws. No plastic whatsoever. It's nice to have wood, if you know what I mean. The wooden caps bring back memories and a retro flavor. You also have a manganese spring steel enhanced headband and PU leather earpads with memory foam. Thumbs up, no complaints. Lightweight, check. Nice feeling when worn, check. Easy to put on, check. Moderate clamping force, check. Comfy pads, check. Final. And I say finally because the first edition of the classics used smaller pads that were more like on-ear than over-the-ear. As a result, they pressed on your ears and made the headphones uncomfortable after about half an hour. It seems Meze listened and delivered new larger pads. All the classics come with the new pads now, resulting in a more comfortable experience that doesn't have any major faults, at least for short-term listening. So that's a huge plus compared to the old classics, but it did affect the sound a bit. Starting from the sub-bass performance, the classics do perform well, without having the linear sub-bass to mid-bass response, or the endless extension that planar headphones have. The 99 classics managed to produce strong sub-bass vibrations shaking your head. Listening to the body from top low, the entering bass comes strong and apparent as it was intended. Many headphones, especially of open back nature, struggle there. Moving on the mid-bass, things here are definitely elevated. There is a clear emphasis giving a full-bodied but also kinda slow and woolly flavor. Looks met performance. Whether you like it or not is purely personal taste. Bass lovers will find a lot to love here, while neutral heads will probably prefer something else. Personally, I'm a neutral head, but I do appreciate the classics for what they are, a headphone to relax and enjoy music, not to analyze it. Now here comes the main and perhaps the only major difference sound-wise with the old classics. The old classics had that same coloration but to a lesser extent. Meze should have done a minor retuning after the new pads to accommodate the extra bass. I agree with what Metal571 said in his review, but let's get something straight here. The classics were never neutral in the first place, and they are not basshead level of bass now either. The mids continue in the same pattern, with a linear elevation from the mid bass to the upper bass to the lower mids, giving altogether a thick and warm character that can be sweet and charming, as other than the warmth, there are no major peaks or recessions in the mid-range. What you get is buttery, full-bodied mids with good flow. Personally, I would have liked them a little more free to be heard in relation to the bass, as it does bleed slightly to the mids. However, voices are crisp and full-bodied, without any shouting, neutrally placed in space, while string instruments such as guitars can be portrayed with full body from their higher to their lower frequencies without being harsh or lean. Treble is not aggressive and not piercing or unnatural, and at the same time it's not too dark or too laid back. Personally, I do want one touch more energy up top, as I do think that it tends slightly to the soft presentation. Its greatest attribute is that it doesn't have any major peaks, screaming to your ears, and this is a greater asset for me than having crazy extension, but also crazy sibilance and abnormal timbre. Speaking about extension, technical performance is decent without being the most airy and detailed I have ever heard. This is not the strongest point of this headphone, but it is not bad by any means. What is one of the strongest points of this headphone is the soundstage. Decent size for a closed can, accurate imaging and clear instrument separation. So without beating open back cans in size and air, I can say this: if you ever complained about closed backs sounding claustrophobic, then maybe here you can find something that you've been looking for. And if you have been looking for a closed can for gaming and movies, the classics won't disappoint, with good stereo image, strong bass and decent comfort. As far as genre pairing is concerned, hip-hop, EDM, pop and generally modern music can be loads of fun through the classics. Metal and rock music is fun too, if you like bassy thick drums, while purer music genres like jazz, blues and classical come out okay, although the classics wouldn't be my first choice for them, having the colorations that have been described. They do a little better than the Neo though, because of their more coherent and mature character, but bear in mind that character is not neutral. Warm and bassy, slightly boomy, but pleasantly colored, with decent mids and easily digested treble is what I would call it. So in conclusion, in my eyes, over years, the classics are made of a successful recipe, at least selling wise. They are super easy to drive, they are pretty, well built, can be used indoors or outdoors, and they have a popular, warm and sweet sound in a relatively affordable price, considering that you don't need to spend money on a headphone amp. If you are looking for a reference, neutral or analytical sound, or you use your headphones for studio stuff, then I think I have made it obvious that these headphones are not for you, and they are not made for you. For those that they are made for, they will do great. Don't forget to subscribe, give us a like if you liked the video, dislike if you didn't like it, and share it with your friends if you think it is worth their time. It really helps the channel grow, and by growing, to bring more stuff here for no hype reviews. Before you leave, tell me in the comments below, which headphone would you like to see next? That will be done.